matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start on the ground. ETN. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's Howell. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to ETN running right. There's some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense. That's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-place sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Ferguson. He finds his man complete. That's McDonald.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They need 2. Here's third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hankins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Packers at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. On second down, Hankins. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. You look at this Bears defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Ferguson. Finds his receiver, Watson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gets him to first before he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Hankins. And a solid run down inside the 30. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw on second down, Ferguson. Dixon, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage. They're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let go.
Back to throw. Ferguson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now ETN to start the drive. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Go.
2 yards to go, second down. And they'll go again with ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the 43, here's a second down and 9. Straight ahead, ETN. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Howell throwing on third down here. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Let's go.
Second down and a yard.
Let's go.
ETN up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A handoff for ETN. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action with Howell. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Howell. Through the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Powering his way forward. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's into the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Howell back to pass. He'll get this off to ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now he'll look to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown Bears. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ferguson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Ferguson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's returnable now for Smith. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, Ferguson.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
22 yards. That's good for a Green Bay Packers.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on first down. Ferguson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Ferguson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run on first down. Hankins, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And now they'll shift things around.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ferguson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. It's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
ETN once more.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. running out of the gun with ETN.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
149 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And down to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 36.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll try the left side with ETN.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run with ETN.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here we go, set.
Another tote for ETN.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hankins. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Toward the sideline, he will have the first. first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. On first down, Hankins. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Looking to throw on second down. Ferguson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Man, and he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They'll run on first down. Hankins, he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Hankins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw on second down. Ferguson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed, before this one is over.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
198 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Etienne.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run. It's Etienne.
The 20. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago.
Travis Etienne.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Ferguson. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here comes 2nd down.
To throw again. Ferguson.
And that's complete to Davis.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. On 1st down, Ferguson.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw again. Completes it to Dixon. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long. and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Off the play fake. Ferguson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get